All right, everyone. I can't tell because I can't see what I'm presenting, but hopefully you're looking at an image of our uh, room that we've been drawing for the past few days. If not, definitely let me know. But hopefully that's what you're looking at in addition to my drawing. So today we're going to go through and add in our finishing touches, and that's going to be, in this case, for me, that's going to be the windows, right, and the curtains. See, some people kind of notice the reflection of the windows on the shiny floor. That's also an option if you would like to do that. The other thing I see now is you can put in some tiles if you want, if that strikes your fancy. If not, you don't have to. So as I said before, these windows in the back are just kind of flat windows. There's no orthogonal lines that you need to draw them, right? So we won't be using the vanishing point really at all. So we're just going to kind of get to work. We're just adding in details, and we're going to see how this goes. So do try to figure out where exactly our windows go, and it looks like they're kind of centered in our drawing. What I did in second period is I kind of gave, I don't know, almost like an inch or so away from the wall. Trying to look at kind of where it fits with the rug, as well as maybe I'll move it over a little bit more for this one. So we're just going to make kind of the bounding box of our windows. I see our windows don't go all the way to the top, so I'm going to stop before I get there. And it looks like our windows kind of line up almost with the edge of our couch. So maybe, yeah, like an inch and a half over. That looks almost centered. We're not going to see the window for the whole thing because we have to draw in our curtains, but we can start with that. And just put that crossbar in at the top. Try to keep our lines as even as possible. Kind of pays to be super diligent with that. There we go. All right, so we kind of got our big setup over there in the back. I'm going to put in a border on these just because I think it looks a little bit better. So we got double line. Try to do the same thing over here. Just add in that appropriate detail to kind of give kind of like what we did with the frame over here. Just doubling that up. Hello, Esperanza. We are putting the finishing touches on our drawing. I don't think we were here before. Yeah, just a little tight. So if there's anything that you are unclear about how to draw, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to add in these final kind of trivial details down here with the window. All right, so we got the big kind of framed area for our window, and then we got to put in these two equally spaced, two equally spaced bars in the window, kind of like the sliding door situation. Again, in a lot of ways, this is a little bit easier, right? Because we're not dealing with any orthogonal lines. So I'm just kind of creating that frame in the back. And just double checking the ruler every now and again to make sure that, all of your lines are completely straight. Vertical, that is. Just getting rid of that up there, as well as this in the bottom. So we have kind of our window set up. It's glass. Do you ever do this, like with cartoons? That's how you know that it's glass. Sorry. All right. Now we're just adding in other details, like the actual curtains. So I'm going to start with the curtain bar. It looks like my line isn't super straight, but we'll go with it. It'll work. Alright, I think my curtain rod is a little bit wider than the actual windows, so I'm going to make a double line up here at the top. Kind of end it with, I don't know, just got like these circles, something over here. And then looks like there's like a little support bracket right there. I don't know how much of this is necessary. Yeah, I mean, curtains are curtains. Curtains are kind of tricky. They're fabric, and in my experience, drawing fabric isn't the easiest thing in the world. So I'm just gonna try it and see how it goes. So looks like they start over here up at the top, and maybe they go about halfway through. So I'm just, for reference, I'm just looking over here. So like they start just on the inside of that kind of ornamental knob on the end, and they kind of go halfway through what looks like the window, and then they kind of end straight down. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to freehand this, and the reason why I'm going to freehand it instead of using a pencil is because it's cloth, right? It's not something that's sturdy like the TV stand, the TV, or the furniture, right? It's got a little bit of wobble to it, almost like our rug down here. So we're going to try to make that clear in our drawing, and we'll see how it goes. So we got a little bit of wobble there, and I think that's okay because it kind of embodies, what's going on with our rug. Sorry, not rug. These aren't rugs. They're wall rugs. And I'm just going to kind of put in some texture down here at the bottom. Just a bit outside. That's okay. There, that looks a little bit better. So my mistake, looks like these curtains go above the bar. So upon further investigation, I can see that the edge of the curtains are actually above the bar. There's a lot of texture at the beginning, and then it kind of spreads out. Kind of looks like that. Now I'm just going to go in and erase everything I don't need. My coffee mug making some noise. Get rid of our streak marks. There we go. And we're going to erase most of this bar. I guess we can erase the whole thing and draw it back in. I'm kind of weird when it comes to drawing. I like erasing. Alright, we got a little bit of a curtain here, and then looks like there's a little bit of the bar showing, maybe right around here. Just try to put a little like quotation. So you can see that the bar is kind of sticking through. Then you're just going to put in a whole bunch of vertical lines. You can see up there at the top, up here, hopefully you can see it. There's a bunch of vertical lines. They're semi-vertical. They start all going the same way, and then they kind of spread out and go different ways. So try to mimic that, but we're not going to worry too much if it doesn't work out. And then we got kind of like one major one going that way. I don't know. That looks fine, sort of. Told you, not the best at drawing actual fabrics. Get Alejandra in here, Alexandra in here. She's really good at drawing fabrics and drawing in general. Alexandra, did you wind up drawing the curtains or no? I put her on the spot. She wasn't listening. We're going to go over the other one. So same thing about halfway through, goes almost all the way to the edge of the peg. And then that's going to come down as well. Looks like there's kind of like it kind of cuts into the window a little bit, so I'm going to try to include that. Just Kind of a little bit of a lean. And the curtains go above. Looks like this one kind of goes straight down and disappears behind the couch. That needs to be a little bit smoother than that. What can we do? Alright, get the old eraser out. Erase our beautiful window because it's hiding behind curtains. So, let's see, up at the top, just taking a look, looks like we got a wide squiggle that quickly bunches up as you get closer to the edge. And even though we can't see what's going on in the actual photograph because the table's in the way, our table is not, and that's okay. So we're just going to kind of mimic what we have up there at the top. So a gentle squiggle that kind of bunches up over there at the side. And now we'll just put it in these vertical lines. Oops, wait. I forgot. Erase that. Add in, looks like it has one or two, so actually it looks like it comes in a little bit. Just trying to observe. Has something like that. Pops back out again. Put in something like that so you can see it. And then a bunch of tight vertical lines just like our other one. Kind of varying lengths. And I don't know, that looks about right. Ta-da. Alright, yeah, that looks close, at least. Maybe not quite there. Alexandra's probably making fun of me if she's still around. But there you go. There is a simple hotel room or a simple room drawn in perspective. What kind of questions do y'all have?